Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Hey guys, I'm the Wise One, and in this video we are going to take a look at the best moments of the Swiss stage on round 3 of Worlds 2023, when Bilibili Gaming takes on Fnatic. Grab some snacks and let's get started.
So maybe looking for the follow-up as they do go in onto Elk, and now he doesn't
good.
have the hop away. He is just isolated. First blood given over to Noah in the bottom lane.
Super well played here, and end to this early game control here from Elk.
Yeah, and that's really huge because the way BLG like to play, as there's a gank for Yagao as well. He's low on mana, nice shot.
Yeah, he's going very aggressive onto the turret, and they're looking to punish Yagao now. As has he gone too far, or is he just gonna 1v2? The flash in, and the shield comes in, and Humanoid is safe for now, and they will pick up the kill. Humanoid gets his revenge in the mid lane.
Elk and On are in the vicinity, but no one else. They're going to try to make a play topside in trade here instead. Shun has ult. Oscarinen solo on mana here.
So Ben has cookies that can get his mana back a little bit.
Yeah, and they're going to push this wave. It's a pretty nice stacked wave, and Shun is level 6. I mean, this is potential gank, but Oscarinen is pretty tanky. Even with the Ruby Crystal, here comes Yagao. And yeah, as you mentioned, they're just going to wait for the 3v1. We've seen this already today as down should go the Poppy in due time. Didn't take very long.
But he's been trading so well. He even used the Honey Fruit earlier, and now they're going to try to turn this into topside objective control as well.
I do wonder if they can push them off this Rift Herald, because if they get it, BLG's going to be off to the races. But Razork's here, level 6. Humanoid has ult.
They're trying to turn onto the Akali, but Humanoid is getting in there. He doesn't give a damn. He's got the
Daisy.
Goes on to help with his own eye, but a follow-up of Trippy. He comes in and turns the tides of this fight rather, as Yagao is going to go down. It's a double kill for Trippy on the Alistair, and finally Oscarinen does come in here, and he will try to help out with this one, but On and Ben will just abandon ship.
I mean, Rift
plays in the bottom lane.
Yeah, pretty tough to defend that one. Also, not entirely sure what their plan is against this Jax.
Yeah, they're trying to get in there. It looks like Counter-Strike is down, and Daisy's just getting to work down there. Meanwhile, we do have a fight up here as Humanoid. He's looking to exert some pressure down here as Elk is going to push him back once again, as meanwhile up in the top side, Ben is getting engaged on, and there it is. Oscarinen in the 2v1 takes down that kill, and no kill.
Now is going to be playing the Orianna in team fights, because the way he's playing the map, he's almost playing it like Talia. If that makes sense, he's playing all through sides. They're not playing through mid very well. Trimmy's taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, he also smashed the ground. Not quite as effective as the Daisy.
Humanoid
On is going to take a lot of damage. Humanoid once again in that back line, just forcing him. Trimby is going to be forced to use his ultimate now, and he's being chased down the river. The rest of his team just leaving him to die, as BLG will get the shutdown over to Elk.
Donation over to Elk.
Yeah, that's really rough, getting this Tristana further ahead. And, you know, Oscarinen's going to grab a turret plate up here topside and has this push. Should be able to get his way out of here, but this is, you know, picking up gold on a Poppy who's going to be pretty self-sufficient anyways, you know, picking up a gold on a Jax, for example, for this tournament.
Yeah, if anything, I feel like this will be more likely to extend the duration of the game. Oscarinen obviously getting a little bit more gold up there.
Humanoid is taking a lot of damage, gets ulted in the Shroud. Wow. He's just going to go down 2v1. Elk picks up another big kill.
What? Yeah, Luden's completed for Yagao as well, so his Shockwave, or even just his QW, will start doing more and more damage, farming and farming. Fnatic is just, I'm just thinking about how these fights are going to play out. They're so low damage.
Right, they're going to catch on once again, but, you know, again, it's this Rakan. They don't want to go into this choke against that and take a fight in that position, as Ben is making his way up. Oscarinen in the bush. It looks like they finally do spot him. Is now On. Might not have a way out against the Poppy. Down he goes. He's just bursted 100-0. And now this fight coming in, Humanoid is pretty deep as the Poppy ultimate this time. You can rely on that one, but Humanoid, again, he doesn't really want to stay.
Whoa.
As now Oscarinen is going to go over the wall, and the follow-up engage is huge as in goes Shun alone. And this is a 4v5 for BLG. I don't think they want to take this fight as Fnatic is going on in. Ben, of course, in that backline is pretty huge, but he is alone. And Oscarinen is just leading the charge on the bottom side of this fight.
Divide and conquer, just split Yagao. He's Orianna. He doesn't have damage throughput to continue that fight. Elk, meanwhile,
Look at this guy.
I mean, he's not going to be able to hop away. It's okay, he's got a Rakan nearby, and he's just going to put the steadfast presence in. He wants to stem plant, but he's not going to get it. As ticking away is Oscarinen. He gets the shield by hitting the plant, and Oscar will not fall.
They can continue to clutch up these team fights. We're talking about some of the ways they might be able to win. One of them was Noah.
That's going to be their main engage. Will you see this teleport flank?
Definitely will. A very important ward to come down, bit of damage into Humanoid, but it's just buying time for Fnatic to chip away at this Drake as there you go, knocks away the jungler, and again, he is reliable. Oscar will not be denied, as Ana's taking huge damage. Humanoid is going super deep, but he has so much support from this Ivern. They're gonna try to get on top of Elk, and they might just be able to do it. They can't quite put that last bit of damage in though, and Elk will be able to get away, as now Oscar on the front line, and the follow-up comes in from Trippy. Have they overextended is the question. Bin, it's gonna give them the answer as the shutdown comes in for Shun.
It looked so good. It looked so good in the fight, and the shields really stacking up onto Humanoid made it feel like maybe they could.
Team. I think we'll just have to wait and see how the future fights do go. You talked about the team fighting from BLG. Elk.
Walk up on Shun here because the Orianna is right with him, and if you get ulted in that choke, that's the end of the fight. And Elk has so much DPS, he can just simply take this out on his own. They hold the choke with the Orianna ball. Yeah. What do you do, Fnatic? You've got no options.
Well, they're gonna just run through the Orianna and try to take this one down. The ult will miss as the huge engage comes in from Trippy. Is the follow-up their double Poppy knockup, as now they're gonna send it into the rest of BLG, as Elk, he's just gonna stay alive though. You can't even get on top of him with it. And Big comes in right at the end to totally turn the fight. Fnatic are routed, and BLG will take this fight in a gigantic manner.
I mean, they were able to force their way through the choke. Razork and Oscarinen getting chipped away. They're actually not safe right now on that inner. They're going to have to link up with the rest of the team, but if the rest of the team links up, you lose your inhibitor. It's kind of a lose-lose situation here for Fnatic.
I think the win probability now is telling the story. We're up at like 95% Fnatic.
Yeah, BLG looks comfortable to just take their time. Bin just rolling down the bottom lane. BLG actually get that 4v5.
No one trying to back.
Orianna Trist is very powerful right now with how good Elk is playing and how much gold he has.
A lot of push in mid using that super minion wave here from BLG. Fnatic delay, they buy some time.
Maybe they give away a few bounties, so they're playing very conservatively. They know they have the better scaling, and they know they have this game if they just play it right.
On just keeps baiting these.
Yeah, he is very well, and Trippy, I think, is going to go down. Down he does go. No hope, even through the Altus now. The TP comes in. Is this the flank you were looking for, Fnatic? I'm not so sure, as he will dodge that one, and Bin is going 1v3 in the back line, even against the Oscar, against the Poppy, as Oscar eventually goes down, and nobody can kill Bin in this game anymore.
He's got GA, he's got his Zonias, he's got so much armor stacked up on top of the fact that he's Jax, so he wasn't even going to pop his GA, and that may just be the beginning of the end in this one.
That's how it ends. It's not a Baron, it's not a Drake, it's just a fight in the jungle. They're going to take a lot of this turn. Wow!
Oh boy. Well, that's what you could not afford at this point, although it looks pretty over. Down goes the Kai'Sa. Noah not able to help out his team at the very last moment, and Bin and the rest of them, the boys on BLG, will be able to take down this Nexus and play with their food in the fountain just a little bit more. There you go. BLG will move on to 2-1.
And the